Welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us start with the chapter 6, that is the linear inequalities. Okay. So in your daily life, you come across examples like in your class, the height of all the students, right, is less than 160 centimeter. Okay. If this is the case, okay, in your class, the height of all the students is less than 160 centimeter. So how we can write this in math? Okay, we can write it as heights of all the students, right, in your class, okay, is less than 160. Okay, right. So here what you have is an inequality. Okay, this is called as the inequality. Or for example, suppose your class can accommodate up to 60 chairs. Okay, so how we can write this? We can write this in maths as your class can accommodate, okay, or number of chairs, okay, number of chairs your class can accommodate is less than 60, right. So here also you have used the symbol which is called as the inequality. Okay, so this inequality is called as less than, right, which you have used just now. Then there is also one inequality, that is less than or equal to, right, less than or equal to, right. And then there is one more, that is greater than, okay, and then greater than or equal to, right, greater than or equal to, right. Okay, so these are the four inequalities. Now let us look at one example. Okay, so say for example, if you have rupees 120 with you, okay, and you want to buy, say, pens, okay, and books, right, and suppose the number of pens, we denote it as x, right, and number of books, if we denote it as y, right, and suppose each pen, right, here each pen is rupees 20. Okay, so rupees 20 each, and each book is rupees 40, right, so rupees 40 each. Now how much you can spend? So for that we require the inequality, right. So see, number of, the amount spent on pens will be what, 20x, right, number of pens is x, so the amount spent will be 20x, plus the amount spent on the books will be 40y, right. Okay, and this amount, that is the total amount, is less than or equal to 120, right, because you have only 120 rupees with you, right. So the amount spent will be what, 20x plus 40x less than or equal to 120, right. So here this also is an inequality, right, this is less than or equal to inequality that we have. Okay, so this is one of the examples, okay, wherein you have what, two variables, x and y, right. So now, since you have looked at some of the examples, let us look at the definition of what is an inequality. So two real numbers, okay, or two algebraic expressions, right, related to each other, right, by the symbol less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, form an inequality. Okay, so this is the definition of inequality, right? Two real numbers or two algebraic expressions, okay, like this, related to each other by the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, form an inequality. So all these examples that we have taken are inequalities, right? Okay, now there are different types of inequalities that you have to know, right? Different types of inequalities are there. Okay, so suppose you have inequality of this type, 3 is less than 4, right? Or say 8 is greater than 3, or say 6 is less than or equal to 9. Okay, so this type of inequalities wherein you have the quantities as numbers only, right? So those inequalities are known as numerical inequalities, right? Numerical inequalities. Okay, now suppose you have inequalities of the type x less than 2, or say x greater than or equal to 5, right? Or y less than or equal to 4. Okay, so here you can see that you have algebraic expressions, okay, in the inequality. So these are known as the literal inequalities. Okay, literal inequalities, right? Now suppose you have inequalities of this type. So 3 is less than 5, which is less than 8. Okay, so or suppose you have the inequalities of the type, say 3 is less than or equal to x less than 5. Okay, so you can see that there are two inequalities in one statement here, right? For this statement there are two inequalities, and for this statement again there are two inequalities. So this type of inequalities are known as double inequalities. Okay, right? Now let us look at some examples of general inequalities, right? So you can have inequalities like ax plus b, okay, less than 0, right? Then ax plus b greater than 0, okay, then ax plus b less than or equal to 0, then ax plus b greater than or equal to 0, right? So all these inequalities, okay, are known as linear inequalities, okay, in one variable. Okay, linear inequalities in one variable. Why they are called as linear? Because the power of x, the power of the algebraic expression is 1. Okay, so therefore it is linear inequalities in one variable. Okay, so variable is what here, x, and there is only one variable, so one variable. Okay, so linear inequalities in one variable, all these are. Okay, now suppose you can have the inequalities of this type also, ax plus by less than c, then ax plus by greater than c, right? Then ax plus by less than or equal to c, and ax plus by greater than or equal to c, right? So all these inequalities are known as again the linear inequalities, right, in two variables. Okay, right? So this type of inequalities we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, now one main thing, okay, in this topic is nothing but the algebraic solution. Okay, algebraic solutions of linear inequalities. Okay, so in this entire chapter we are going to see this only, algebraic solutions of linear inequalities, right? Now here in the first exercise that we are going to solve, okay, we are dealing with only one variable. So algebraic solutions of linear inequalities with one variable we will look at first. Okay, now see, suppose you have this inequality. So let us say you have 30x less than 100, okay, where x is the number of packets of rice. Okay, so suppose you have this inequality, then see, for x equal to 0, right, because you have number of packets of rice, so you know that number of packets cannot be negative, right? Now what we are looking at is x for which the inequality is satisfied. Okay, right, so number cannot be negative, so we are starting with 0 first. Okay, right, so for x equal to 0, what you will get? 30 times 0, right, which is equal to 0, and 0 is less than 100, right, so this is true, right, this is true. Then for x equal to 1, what you will get? 30 times 1, which is equal to 30, is less than 100, so this is also true, right. Then for x equal to 2, you get 30 times 2, which is equal to 60, less than 100, which is again true, right. Then for x equal to 3, see, I am only taking integers, okay, or natural numbers after 0, 1, 2, 3, because here it is number of packets. Okay, so number of packets can be 0 or the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, right. So what you get here? 30 times 3 equal to 90, which is less than 100. Okay, so which is also true, right. Now for x equal to 4, right, what do you get? 30 times 4, which is equal to 120, right, is less than 100. Okay, so which is false, right. Okay, so you see that for x equal to 4, you are getting the statement as false, right. So now you have to note one thing, that for this x, right, the inequality is satisfied, right. So the values of x, right, for which the for which, okay, an inequality, okay, is satisfied, right, is called as solution set. Okay, and it is a set, so the values of x for which an inequality is satisfied is called as solution set. So what is the solution set for this example that you have taken here? So the solution set is 0, right, then 1, then 2, then 3. Okay, so this will be the solution set for this example, right. So have you understood what is the solution set? Okay, this is important because this we will use in solving examples, okay, in the exercise. Okay, now we have to know some rules, okay, for solving a linear inequality, right. So rules for solving linear inequalities. Okay, so let us look at the first rule. Okay, let us look at the first rule. So see, rules means what actually. See, when you have an equation, okay, when you have an equation, say for example 20x plus 5 equal to 10, okay, what you will do here, you will do, you if you want to solve x, solve for x, okay, what you will do is you will take, or you will subtract 5 on both sides. So what you will get, 20x plus 5 minus x, 20x plus 5 minus 5 equal to 10 minus 5, right? So that is 20x, and this 5 and minus 5 will get cancelled, and you will get equal to 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, now what you will do, so you will divide by 20 on both sides, right? 20x divided by 20 equal to 5 by 20, right? So 20 and 20 will get cancelled, and x is equal to 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20, so 1 by 4, right? So you see that what you're doing here, yeah, in this first step what you're doing is subtracting 5. Okay, so this is the rule, no, you have to subtract 5, okay, but the equality remains equal only because you're doing it on the both sides. Okay, you're subtracting 5 on the both sides. Now here also what you do, divide by 20, so that is a rule, okay, dividing by 20, but this is equality, and since you're dividing on both sides, the equality will remain equality, right? And so you get x equal to 4. So like that you have some rules for solving linear inequalities. Okay, so let us look at those rules. Okay, so now the first rule is any number can be added, okay, or a number may be added, okay, a number may be added on both sides, okay, of an inequality, right? We are talking about inequalities now. Okay, so a number may be added on both sides of an inequality without changing, okay, the sign of the inequality, right? So a number may be added on both sides of an inequality without changing, okay, without changing the sign of the inequality. And you can also subtract, okay, may be added to, okay, or subtracted from. Okay, so a number may be added to or subtracted from on both sides of an inequality without changing the sign of the inequality. So what you have is, let us take an example and understand this. Okay, so if you have say 10x, right, plus 7 less than or equal to 14. Okay, so now what you can do is you can subtract any number on both sides. Okay, say for example if we subtract subtract 7 on both sides. Okay, so what you'll get, minus 7 less than or equal to 14 minus 7. Okay, so that is 10x, 7 and minus 7 will get cancelled, that is okay, less than or equal to 14 minus 7, which is 7. Okay, so see, we have subtracted 7 on both sides, okay, but the inequality has remained the same, right? The inequality has not changed. Okay, less than or equal to has remained less than or equal to, right? Okay, similarly if you have any inequality 2x greater than 10, okay, so what you can do here is just add a number. So let's say 1, so 2x plus 1 is greater than 10 plus 1. Okay, so you can see that the inequality will not change. Okay, so even if you subtract or add, the inequality will remain the same. Okay, that is the rule, right? That is the first rule. Now let us look at the second rule. Second rule is both sides of an inequality, okay, can be multiplied by a positive number, okay, without changing the sign of the inequality, okay. So both sides of an inequality can be multiplied by a positive number without changing the sign of the inequality, okay. So you can multiply both sides of an inequality by a positive number without changing the sign of the inequality, but if both sides of inequality is multiplied by a negative number, okay, the sign of the inequality, right, will get reversed, okay. So what if we multiply both sides of the inequality by a negative number, okay, the sign of inequality will get reversed, okay, the sign of inequality will get reversed, okay. And here this is also true when you divide, okay, can be multiplied or divided, okay, and here also multiplied or divide, okay, multiply or divided. So even if you if you multiply or divide by a negative number on both sides of the inequality, then the sign of inequality will get reversed, okay, right. So and one thing you have to note, if you add the numbers, you have to add it on both sides. If you subtract the number, you have to subtract it on both sides. And if you multiply two numbers, you have to multiply it on both sides, or divide the inequality, you have to divide it on both sides, okay. So that should be taken care, right. Okay, now let us go to the exercise 6.1, okay, and let us solve from problem number 1 to problem number 4, okay. So exercise okay 6.1, right. So the first problem is what? The first problem is this, okay. Exercise 6.1, first problem, solve 24x less than 100 when first is what? X is a natural number, and second, x is an integer, okay. So here we have to use rule 1 or rule 2, okay, here for the first one, okay. So solve 24x less than 100, right. So first is what? X is a natural number, right. So let us look at the first question first. So 24x less than 100, okay. So what we'll do is first solve this, okay, and then we will look at the first and the second sub questions, okay. So what you will get here, since 24x is less than 100, what you have to do? See, you have to solve the inequality, means you have to keep x on one side, okay, and everything on the other side you have to bring, okay. So what you will do here, you will divide by 24. So 24x divided by 24, okay, and 100 divided by 24, right? You have to divide on both sides, right? Now what will happen to the inequality? It will remain the same because you are dividing by a positive number, okay? So what you will get here, 24 and 24 will get cancelled. X is less than 100 divided by 24, right? So what you will get here, it is 100 divided by 24, okay? So 24 fours are 96, right? And 4 is the remainder. So what you will get, x less than, okay, 4 by 24, right? This is the mixed fraction you get, okay? Now if you look at the number line here, okay, this is minus infinity, this is plus infinity, and suppose you have 4 here, here you have 5, here you have 3, here you have 2, here you have 1, okay, and then 0, and then minus 1, like this, okay? So where is 4 by 24? This is a mixed fraction, okay? So this number is greater than 4, right? You have some fraction, okay, here. So 4 and that fraction is nothing but a number which is greater than 4, right? So that is here between 4 and 5, okay? Now the first question is to check what? The solution when x is a natural number, right? So the first question is x is a natural number, okay? So what is the values for x which is less than 4 by 24 and is a natural number, right? 4 is one of the solution, 4 is one of the x, right? Because it is less than 4 by 24 and it is a natural number. 3 is also one of the solution, right? Then 2, okay, then 1, because 1, 2, 3, 4 are all natural numbers, right? And which are less than this, okay? So the solution set is what? Solution set is 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So this is the answer of the first sub question. Now let us look at the second sub question. So it is x is an integer, okay? So now what you have to check? So the x should satisfy this inequality and x should be an integer, right? So these are already satisfying the inequalities and these are also integers, right? Okay, then 0 you have, because 0 is satisfying the inequality. 0 is less than 4 by 24 and it is an integer, okay? Also minus 1, right? Then minus 2, minus 3 and so on, right? So the solution set will be what? So it will be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, right? Minus 1, minus 2 and so on. So this is going to minus infinity, you can see, okay? This is going to minus infinity and all are integers, right? So this is the answer of the second sub question. So that is the first question, okay? Now let us look at the second. So the second question is solve minus 12x greater than 30, okay? This is the question, okay? So what we'll do is first solve for x here, okay, and then answer the first and the second sub question, right? So minus 12 greater than 30 means what? See, we have to keep x on one side and everything on other side, right? So what we have to do here? Divide by minus 12, right? Divide by minus 12 here and divide by minus 12 here, right? Now since we are dividing by a negative integer, okay, or a negative number, the inequality will get reversed, okay? So this greater than will become less than. Okay, so what we'll get here, minus 12 and minus 12 will get cancelled. Okay, so you'll get x less than minus 30 by 12. Okay, so what is minus 30 by 12? Let us check. So what we'll get is x less than, okay, here this is x less than, and let us now check this. Okay, so 30 divided by 12, so 12 2s are 24. Okay, then 6 remain, right? So what you get is 2 6 by 12. Okay, this is the mixed fraction you will get. Okay, right? Now what is the first sub question? X is a natural number, right? Okay, so if you look at the number line, right, suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right, this is 0, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Now 2 6 by 12 is where? Here, right, between 2 and 3. Now x is a natural number. Okay, right, x is a natural number. So what will be the solution set? Solution set will be 1, right, and 2. These are only the natural numbers which satisfy this inequality, right? 1 is less than 2 6 by 12 and 2 is also less than 2 6 by 12. Okay, okay, now let us look at the second sub question, that is x is an integer, right? Oh, you have minus here. I have not taken minus here, right? I have not taken minus, so this is not correct. Okay, so let us check, right? So if you look at the number line here, okay, so this is what, minus 2, right? Then here it is minus 1, then minus 3, then minus 4, minus 5, and so on, right? So minus 2 6 by 12 is where? It is here, right? Okay, so if we check all the numbers x which are less than minus 2 6 by 12, then what is the first answer? First we have to check that we have to check the solution for x is a natural number, right? Okay, so which natural number satisfy this inequality? No natural number will satisfy this inequality, right? Because no natural number is less than some negative number. Okay, no natural number is less than some negative number, right? So here you will have no solution. Okay, right? And for the second one, that is x is an integer, what you will have? The solution set as, see, solution set will be equal to what? See, it is a set, and then you have to find the values of x for which the inequality is satisfied, and x is an integer. Okay, so minus 3 is 1, right? Minus 3 is less than this minus 2 6 by 12, and it is an integer. And minus 4 is 1, and minus 5 is 1, right? So minus 2, sorry, minus 3, then minus 4, right? Then minus 5, and so on. So this is the solution set, right? Okay, so that is nothing but the second problem. Now let us go to the third problem. Okay, so the third problem is solve 5x minus 3 less than 7, right? So this is the third problem. First, okay, first we'll solve the inequality for x, right? So you have 5x minus 3 less than 7. Okay, we have to keep this x alone, okay, on one side. So what we have to do is, see, first what we can do is add 3 on both sides, right? So 5x minus 3 plus 3 is less than 7 plus 3, right? We have to add 3 on both sides and the inequality will remain the same, right? So what you will get, minus 3 and 3 will get cancelled. You will get 5x less than 7 plus 3 is 10. Okay, so now what we have to do is divide by 5 on both sides. So 5x divided by 5 and 10 divided by 5, right? So here you are dividing by a positive number, so the inequality will not change. Okay, it will be the same, so less than, right? So what you will get, 5 and 5 will get cancelled. You will get x less than 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, right? So x is less than 2. Okay, now we will answer the first sub question. So that is, x is an integer, right? X is an integer. So if x is less than 2 and x is an integer, then what you get? So if we look at the number line, right? So this is 2, this is 1, this is 0, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, minus 3, and so on, right? So x is less than 2 and it is an integer. So the solution set will be what? It will be equal to 1, right? Then 0, okay, 1, 0, then minus 1, then minus 2, right? Then minus 3, and so on. Okay, so dot 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 you have to put here. Okay, so this is the solution set for the first sub question. Now if we look at the second sub question, it is x is a real number, right? So x is a real number and it should satisfy this inequality, right? So that is x less than 2. So here you can see that if x is a real number and x is less than 2, that means it will start from this, okay, and it will go to what? Minus infinity, right? It will take all the real numbers, right here. Okay, so what is the solution set? Solution set is this interval, right? This to this, and 2 is not included, you can see, because x is less than 2. Okay, so the solution set will be minus infinity comma 2 open, right? Open means 2 is not included. Okay, right. Now let us, this was the third problem. Okay, now let us go to the fourth problem, right? So here what we get is, what we have is solve, okay, 3x plus 8, right, greater than 2. So you take what is given, 3x plus 8 greater than 2. So we have to keep this x alone. So what we can first do is add, subtract 8 on both sides, right? So 3x plus 8 minus 8 greater than 2 minus 8, right? So that is 3x greater than, okay, minus 6, right? So that means what? See, we have to keep x on one side. So what we do is divide 3 on both sides. So 3x divided by 3 greater than minus 6 divided by 3. Okay, here you see that we are dividing by a positive number, right? So the inequality will remain the same. Okay, so what we will get is, here 3 and 3 will get cancelled. You will get x greater than 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So x is greater than -2 you are getting. Okay, so now let us look at the first sub question. So that is x is an integer. Okay, so now you have what, x is greater than -2 and x is an integer, right? So what you do is look at the number line here. So this is -2, this is -1, 0, 1, 2 and so on, right? So the solution set will be what? X is greater than -2, right? And x is an integer. So -1 is there, then 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, right? So what you will get? -1, 0, then 2, 3 and so on. Okay. Now if you look at the second sub question, that is x is a real number, right? So the solution set will be what? See, now x is a real number, right? So all irrational number, rational, integer, natural number, everything. So the x will take all the values, right? From starting from -2, it will take all the values up to infinity, right? So what you'll get? Solution set is from -2 open, because -2 is not included. Okay, x is greater than -2 and x is a real number, so -2 is not included, and all the real numbers here on the number line. So open -2 to infinity open, right? So that was the fourth problem. So that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.